Hey guys, what's going on? This is Zero and welcome back to another salty, snacky, Salt and Sanctuary Let's Play. And today we're going to talk about a really touchy topic, and it might get a little pushback from this, but it's something that I am very passionate about, at least passionate about explaining and talking about, because I'm also affected by it, and so are many other people in this world. And I want to talk about the importance or unimportance of education. And I'm not talking about just like education, but like being knowledgeable and understanding things. I'm talking about education, like the actual formal education. You go to school, you go to high school, you go to college, you extend your degree, you get a master's, so on and so forth. And I'd like to kind of discuss like the relevance of it all. And I feel like a lot of pushbacks coming, but guys, I'm gonna give you a brief backstory on my life, what happened to me, what I did, and maybe you'll understand like where I'm coming from and where I'm at with this. So I went to school. I did the whole rigmarole: junior high, high school. I went to college, and I went into college thinking, I want to do something with video games. I really want to design video games. That's kind of like the whole premises like of my life at that point. The culmination was like, I want to design games. I want to do something with video games. And I thought to myself, graphic design. Okay, graphics and graphic design. Graphic like video game graphics. That makes sense. And then design. Okay, design development. Something to do with video games, right? That makes sense to me. At least it did when I was, 17, 16 years old, and I went to college at 18. And I started out with, they had me do some really basic stuff. I was working on what was it? InDesign and an Illustrator, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, it doesn't seem exactly what I thought it was going to be, but okay, we'll probably get to the video game stuff here pretty soon, right? Slowly but surely, I found out that wasn't the case. Actually, graphic design is more so a field of like basically, I don't know. You might be able to. There might be some point you can use some video game design or something in there at some point, but more so than anything, it was primarily fonts and websites and other things, which wasn't a bad thing, because after I've gone through the classes and I realized that this is not what I thought it was. I ended up actually getting into a position with a friend of mine who I had worked with, or he actually offered me a job, and I started working for him, and basically it was an internship, and I was like the lead animator for it was basically a website company, and it was a great little company, guys. I don't regret ever working for them or anything like that, for that matter, but I will say that what I learned in school, because that's what this whole thing's about, is education. What I learned in school was, you had to go to school, you had to get an education, you had to know stuff because people wanted to see you with degrees, and like that was like where your credibility came in, and that was these guys would leave this white glow on them really strong. The whole purpose was get the degree, and you will then, people will be looking at you a lot like oh, this guy's got a degree, like we should hire him. And I'm not gonna get into that because that's like a whole different topic for like discussing jobs and everything. What it came down to was what I realized was that the things I was working on I already kind of knew, and what I didn't know I just YouTubed and Googled at that point because I didn't learn it in school, and it kind of like made me really consider like what the purpose of education was. And so I'm gonna digress. I'm gonna take a few steps back here. I was like, Zero, you're all over the place again. Like, okay, I know. I'm sorry about that. What the whole premises of my thoughts on education is not so much. Education is not a bad thing, not by any means. I think education is important. What I think is more important is being educated on education, knowing what to get educated for, knowing what's a viable career choice in life. I never really had a career counselor that would that advised me when I was in grade school or in college. I just had just counselors that said, okay, you need to take these classes, this class to graduate, and that's all I really had in mind, was just graduate. It wasn't so much after the fact. And I think that's what we all miss out on quite a bit, is like, what are we doing after this schooling? Yeah, schooling's good and all, but it's not really much. It's not the most important part of life. It's preparing us for the end game. At no point did I ever learn how to do taxes, or like what made a good career choice, or like what I should look for. Oh my god, you cannot get past this guy. That's scary. I'm about to get jumped by this dog right now. Can I roll past him? Oh, thank goodness. The white glow guys, they get on you, and they get on you bad. yeah, there's no education for education. You know, I thought at some point someone was going to teach me, like, hey, like, you really should start paying attention to this, or like you should like know how to do your taxes or something. And I had a couple like really basic rudimentary classes that explained how to do it, but not enough detail. Like, I still look at tax forms like W-2s and stuff. I'm like, what is this language? You know what I mean? Yeah, there's never education on it. And the worst part is, you know, I went to YouTube, I went to the internet to find the answers. How sad is that? I paid a good, I'm not going to get into too many deals and numbers and specifics, but I paid a good deal of money to go to school. And, like, I have to rely on the internet on how to do my taxes. I know that they think, like, oh, like, sure, like, there's some basic comprehension skills there, you know, you just look at the tax form and it tells you how to, you know, fill things out. Okay, yeah, sure. But the terms they use in there, I don't understand, and I don't know what the relevance is in a lot of these things. And so it's really just, like, disheartening that, you know, I did all of that, I went through education, went through everything, and I still like struggle with like some like the basic rudimentary things in life that people kind of like you should know how to do this. This is the important basic skills 101. Here I am. I'm sorry, I don't. So yeah, guys, it's my focus is the education on education. Know what you're getting educated for. Know what you're doing. Know what your career choices are in life. That's what's important when you're in school. And then, because ultimately what it comes down to, and I know I brought it up before, is finding something that you're passionate about. You know, and it's going to sound terrible, but the thing you're passionate about has to be, you know, you have to be able to monetize it. It has to be able to like produce for you. If you're passionate about, you know, cutting wood, well, by all means cut wood, but you're going to find a way to make money from it, because no one's going to hire just the guy like, oh yeah, he's good at cutting wood. You know, you have to find a field of career choice, something that's viable in this day and age, because you're going to get to a point in life where, you know, you're going to have to pay some bills, and you can't rely on, you know, your Parent Plus loan. You can't rely on taking other private loans out, because eventually that all runs out. So that's kind of like, that's kind of like my 2 cents on that. You know, I know I kind of get a little brass there, because, you know, just like let people live their life and do what they want to do and make their own decisions and choices. But I'm trying to like, what happened to me is when I say I harbored on the education of education, and what that essentially falls down to, guys, is taking advice. I had a really hard time when I was around the ages of like 15 to 22 taking advice from people. I thought I knew everything. I thought I had it all figured out. I think I'd actually discussed that in the previous episode. Yeah, but I thought I had everything figured out, so I didn't need to take advice, because, you know, I was smart. And people who take advice are weak and not knowing and ignorant. That's what I thought. That was my mental state, and it got me to where I am now to an extent. But also, like, once I realized like I had to start taking advice, follow my pride, and like listen to people, what they have to say, because people's experiences are something you can learn from, so you don't have to go through an experience yourself. And yeah, now I'm here. And which again, you know, like ultimately where I'm at in life, I'm not upset about it. I'm happy with what I have and everything. Though financially, where I'm at, I wish I would have done a little more research and a little more essentially reconnaissance and resource analysis, because there's a lot of things that I would have done differently to make sure I was a little more better off, both for myself and my family. So, you know, I want to explain that, you know, it's never too late. There's always opportunities. There's always ways to, you know, better yourself, better your situation. You know, don't think this is the end of the line. Because I was saying, with the education of education, I know I keep going back to that, but ultimately you can learn just about anything and everything on YouTube and Google these days. So it's like it's a really flawed system, because they're charging people ridiculous amounts of money to you know, pay for a piece of paper and get an education, when ultimately I think like the life pretty much consists of, oh my goodness, I am getting wrecked. Life pretty much consists of learning something and knowing who. It's all about networking and having an elite set of skills to, you know, get into a niche area, because that's what it is right now. You know, the job market is like really nichey. So if you can get into those areas and find that sort of stuff out, you know, that's where it's at. That's where it's at right now. At least from my observation. I'm not an expert. I don't know a lot about anything, to be honest. Just a few things here and there. I dabble. But that's my 2 cents. So I implore you guys, please take the advice. Don't be like young zero, and not take advice. Advice is good. Advice is important. Anytime information is free and handed to you, dude, you gotta take it. You gotta take it. You gotta learn. If you don't apply it, then it doesn't do you any good either. So make sure you're applying what you're learning, because people go through life and they make mistakes, and that's how they get the best amount of experience, and that's how they gain a lot of wisdom. Much like this, I die over and over and over again, and I'm gradually learning what I'm doing wrong here, I think. Other than like not avoiding this super sword guy, because he's pretty ruthless. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the advice section. Something else I kind of want to bring up, guys, because I know that the Minecraft videos have been kind of like hit and miss right now, and I promise I am working on them. I've worked on them fairly, play a lot of due diligence to it, because it's very difficult to create the content I want, especially at the level of quality I want to create it at. And I know that I've been doing a lot of basically a lot more building than I have technical, which is sort of unheard of for me. I don't have a reason. I don't have an explanation for it. I think what more than anything is what I've noticed, that there's a lot of guys out there that are really good at redstone, like really good at what I used to be good at. And when I say used to be, it's just because I haven't posted videos or anything on it in a while. But yeah, there's guys that are really good at redstone out there. There's a lot of builds that have already just been done. It's really hard to find anything that's left to explore. So I'm kind of like, I think we'll see more booming footage when ooh, what's this? Curiosity. We'll see more footage when we get another Minecraft update or something like that. But yeah, don't leave me. Stay tuned for more Minecraft stuff. I promise there's more coming out. I have 3 videos that I'm working on right now. This is just an opportunity for me to do, like I said, filler footage in between episodes. These are really quick, fun to do, and it's really difficult to stay PC and directed towards the game, all informational wise, in the Minecraft series that I'm doing, because I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, and I think this is a great opportunity to get some of this information out into the world. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. I know we haven't progressed very much again, but we will, I promise. Obviously, now we have a direction to go. We kind of have like an area to follow, if you're actually watching me play the game or if you're listening. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. This is Zero. Bye-bye.